Welcome back everyone, Costin here on Serious Gaming, continuing my walkthrough of Age of Wonders 3 on the hard difficulty. Continue campaign.
I have restored peace to Briska and subdued the cult of the Frozen Beauty. The capital buzzes with excitement. I have received a note from the Academy, a writ of authority brought by formal diplomatic envoy, signed by Emperor Leonis himself. Briska is now mine to govern, and I am authorized to act on my own accord within the Commonwealth. This is a grand day. It proves I am trusted to safeguard the interests of the Empire. As expected, I found evidence of the Elven Court's meddling in Briska. A high elf sorcerer named Wurlak seeks the same secrets we do. Somehow, he passes through our empire as though it were his native land. We must stop the Elven Court from stealing this technology before we can use it to our advantage. But tonight, I won't dwell upon such miscreants. Tonight, we celebrate. My mission to Briska was but a precursor for the true task. I have placed myself at Laryssa's disposal. Her brilliant research will change the Empire, most especially the Dreadnought discipline. I build machines that require engines powered by combustible fuel, feeding hissing boilers to generate the steam required to turn gears and push lever arms. Now, imagine a compact power cell that fits in my palm, capable of propelling our greatest vehicles. We uncovered the location to a hidden lair believed to hold a legendary artifact used in sorcery. We believe we can use this artifact to create a stable power source from mana crystals. Prior attempts to build mana-powered devices have been disastrous failures. Mana is too unstable to channel without constant supervision. If we can find it, this technology will enable common men with machines to direct powers once only available to the ancient wizards. What an amazing age to live in when I think of all this potential. Compact power will unlock a whole new set of inventions. This discovery will remake the Commonwealth and guarantee our nation's stability for thousands of years. It must be safeguarded for the good of the whole. While peace is re-established in Briska province, word reaches me that the Council of Origins was disrupted by the death of the Elven representative. The volatile High Elves have blamed the Commonwealth and ransacked the entire region, leveling cities and killing the leader of the Council. War has begun. We must hurry and secure the power source in Nirvenkiln.
The events in the Valley of Wonders take place during the first Elven mission, where you actually do kill the leader of the Council in Orc. Anyway, gonna play Laryssa.
I accompany Laryssa to the blighted lands of Nirvenkiln. It's not the sort of land one takes a lady. This cursed wasteland has been haunted for as long as history records. All attempts to revitalize it have failed. Thanks to our discovery in Briska, we now know the reason the earth here stays toxic. A long-dead stormlord, Melanis, placed her secret lair within the heart of Nirvenkiln. Legend states she could trap power in mana crystals indefinitely, thus perpetuating the blight long past her death. Laryssa's research indicates Melanis created an artifact to do this. If she can study its workings, Laryssa hopes to extrapolate the arcane patterns to create mana fuel cells. My orders are to 1. Protect and aid Laryssa. 2. Enter Melanis' hidden lair. 3. Discover the secret that powers Melanis' lair in her absence, while avoiding the rumored ancient magical traps and guardians. 4. Return to the dwarven city Henge Vault with the knowledge to create the first mana fuel cells.
Alright, let's begin.
As we entered the noxious lands of Nirvenkiln, a hooded stranger wandered into our company. He called Laryssa and me by name and spoke. Behold Nirvenkiln, a blighted land, a festering warning. Only enemies of the living haunt this place. Tamper not with powers you don't understand. I asked the old wanderer by what right he thought to stand against a sacred order from the Emperor of the Commonwealth. He laughed at the mention of the Emperor, then his face darkened. He said, I have wielded every power of creation. Staring into the face of all-consuming hunger, I destroyed worlds to preserve yours. Laryssa looked concerned, so I asked again, "Who are you, old man?" He bowed his head, pulling up his hood so his face disappeared in shadow. He sounded tired as he said, "Yes, I forget. That's what I am. Just an old man with a warning." We left the madman by the side of the road. The foul air of Nirvenkiln had driven him to insanity.
Nope, that was Merlin. So, I bet Julia would like to see him again, so she could take his head. Anyway, Warlock's troops. You there, stop. There's nothing in this cursed land but blight. You'd be wise to turn back. I don't know what the elves are doing so close to Commonwealth territory, but we will not allow it. Yes. You meet Warlock. You declare war on Warlock. I'm gonna get sorcery. Meanwhile, let's take a good look at the army that I have. I have 1 unit of human cavalry, Edward Partsmith, Laryssa, and these troops. Now, I can't level my heroes up, by the way. Because I have lost all the research I did in the last mission. Anyway, what I am going to grab is... that's a good question. Well, I'm gonna get Charged Army. Magic Affinity, I could grab that as well. Dragon Slayer Party, True Sight. Well, Range Strength first and foremost. Dispel Magic, because yeah, why not? More Range Strength, more HP. Stunning Touch, yes. Strong Well. Vision Upgrade, yes, I will grab that. Defense. No. Spirit Shield. Yeah, grab that as well. And 1 unit, and 1 point in melee strength. As for Edward, because he also needs to level up. With regards to Edward, I'm gonna grab, again, range strength. Hit points. Because if he dies, well, Imperial Authority, Invention, several points in Invention actually. And then Tunneling will be useful. Let's do this. You declared war on Warlock. Alright, so there's a bunch of factions. So we have an AI King, an AI Emperor, Warlock, Gustav, and then Drugal. Now, these guys are right here. They're not gonna do anything to help me. They have a few units, you can see. 6 units, 3 units, 2 units, 3 units, and 4 units here by Drugal. But they're not going to help me. Also, there's a vast underground level in this map that I will have to navigate. Anyway. A new day dawns. Drugal, Laryssa, Merbillis. Well met. We're preparing everything here in Hengvault for your work. It's exciting stuff for us dreadnoughts. Just bring whatever you find in Melanus' lair to Hengvault and we'll keep it safe from the elves. Right? So they've built a cellar. They've got tile of swordsman, all that stuff. Alright. I'm also gonna grab my own cellar. This is a goblin town, by the way. Very likely victory. I have Archons, Carrion Birds, Cannon Birds. Okay, let's actually fight the battle. Now this, by the way, this mission is a proper Age of Wonders mission, in the sense that if you fuck up, you can spend hours upon hours on end and just reach a point where you can no longer progress, where you cannot win because the enemy is just too fucking powerful. And I did reach that point myself, so just a fair warning. That's kind of a useless skill, by the way. Just a fair warning, it's not an easy mission. Alright, Edward, do your... do your thing. Just like that. I suspect they'll go for the longbow, man. Just, yeah. Leveled up. Alright then. Ouch. That's a victory, even though most of my army is dead. Well, another unicorn. I have already enough. Let's sell it for gold, and I can level her up. Rider's Hall built. That's very good. There's a refugee camp there, by the way. And there's some gold. The city has gained a bunch of people. There's an underground cavern over there. I'm gonna get some more grinders, then I'm gonna start building a wall and all that stuff. You see, the problem with this map, by the way, is that you start with very, very little. In terms of units. Giving the AI plenty of time. So there's a city over there. I'll need to get to one of my own settlers, by the way. Yes, goblin settler. Because there is an area here which you want to settle. Do not enter dangerous. Guess what I'm going to do? It's not as dangerous as the sign makes it out to be. This archer will go back because he's just slowing me down. Going the underground. Very likely defeat. Independents attacked me. It's a pointless struggle, really. Because our spells right now just suck. There's something there that will allow me to upgrade a nearby town. I'm gonna save some points for invention, or I could get a useful skill, but I don't know what. Pet control squad. You can see here, there's these wisps and all that. Now, with regards to this map, by the way, you do not need to kill all the enemy units. To kill the enemy units, to destroy the enemy town. Right. Now, I could get summon baby Kraken, though it's not a very useful skill for me to have. But it does unlock other spells which are useful to have. So just bear that in mind. Also, it seems the spells you get are random at the start of this mission, Laryssa. What's that? Oh, sure, why not? Some gold. Alright. And I'm gonna get some, well, she can be upgraded again. I could get phase, which, I don't know how useful that would be though. That will be it. That's a beholder. Well, Edward died, so guess what happens? You lose Edward, you lose the mission. Well, manual combat it is then. Of course, I wouldn't be that lucky, would I? What? In the world was that? She just died. Well, so I'll just get some reinforcements for this army. Meanwhile, I'll avoid the defenders over there. It does increase. What? No, I picked wrong. No, auto save. And the watcher there is a bit of an annoyance, if you can't tell. So like new skill, seafaring. I'm not gonna move them because I need. Oh wait. Those are. Bloody hell, there's a bunch of defenders here. Tough ones at that. Another warg rider. Why give me the option? Why say very likely victory when it's a very likely loss? Anyway. Manual combat. Maybe I can pull it through. Unlikely, but hey. Let's, well, Vengeful Frost. Can't break through. Ow, son of a... Got me good. Yeah, I hate it when... Oh, you just lost this hero. You can't continue. Nice. Well... Well, I think logistics will be a useful skill to acquire here. Let me grab a trebuchet. Advanced seafaring. It should be enough to deal with the defenders here and here. No, actually, I'm gonna get a shrine, then a guardhouse, then a shooting. Yeah, all these lovely structures that take up one turn to build because I obviously don't want to waste that on something that I can acquire easily. I have enough money right now. Right. That one will go right there. That warg rider. Meanwhile, that's all I can do. All buildings that can be constructed in 1 turn, I shall construct in 1 turn. The structure is random, but you can get some pretty high level structures from that. Obviously, there is a benefit towards if you get it early as well. Yeah. I personally prefer to get the Great Temple because that would be a very useful structure. Oh wait, let's keep him here. No mercy. Yeah, all my work writers are dead, so that went well. Upgrade the heroes. Spirit breaking, magic affinity. Yeah, magic affinity. That will be it. Alright, just one more turn. Oh boy. It reduces the move cost of roads to 2. For walking and floating units, it would take a great deal of time, far more than I have right now, so I'm not actually gonna get it at the moment. Obviously, getting seafaring is a very useful skill. In this map, I'd say it's quite important to let's fight this one. Alright, take reward. And that's what Edward is gonna use from now on. Now with this settler, I'm gonna position him over here so I can... Alright, I've found Tana. I have an offer. Peace, open borders, open borders. And to sweeten the deal, as it were, I'm gonna give her a couple. Yeah. Wall climbing, wizard hunters. Will she accept? Will she refuse? She refused. I can't imagine why. She's very reticent about... Well, let me get a peace deal at least with her. Maybe she'll accept that one. If not, I'll just crush her. She's not very useful as an ally, by the way. Alright, let's go underground and grab that. Masters Guild built at the city. Nice. It's not a very useful structure for me. Alright, I have an offer. Alliance, and let me give her some gold. Some, well, mana, because I have an abundance of that. Will she accept? No, she will decline. have to bribe her. Select the skill to research. School of teleportation. Negotiate. All right. Let's see if she accepts that. Yes, no. Oh. I'll open my borders to her, and of course she would accept that proposal. 100. Peace, friendly. Well, finally. Summon baby Kraken, let's get this junction. And with that, I can finally move here. I'm gonna send a Warg Rider. Negotiate. Oh, I still need to get permission. Well, I'm just gonna grab all these things around here. There are quite a few of them. This army right here of Warg Riders probably will be sufficient to take out the neutral settlement. If not, I'll just grab more units if necessary. And grab a laboratory, great temple, public baths. And that will allow me to really upgrade that town. Here, what I'm going to get for a moment are, well, first off a wooden wall, because why not? And then I'm gonna get some housing in this place. It's kind of ridiculous though, it's like, oh, you want to increase the population with your settlement? Just build houses, it's no problem. What about getting, I don't know, people? Yeah, Beetle Command and Observatory. I don't have much in the way of knowledge, but I'll get Arcane Study. There's an underground level there. It's not... It doesn't contain much, though. Village of Mook. Leave or die. Leave or die, huh? I don't think you stand a chance against me, mate. So what do they have? Warg Rider, Blight Doctor, Swarm Darter, Marauder. Yep. They don't stand a fucking chance against my armies. The goal here, by the way, is to get as many cities as possible, especially against Tana, the High Elves. Well, the High Elven Wizard. Only has, I think he has either 2 or 3, and he won't expand that fast. But if you allow her, Tana will. And you don't want that to happen for a number of reasons. So, move fast. I want to kill those Swarm Darters. Well, since they're staying on the defensive for a moment, I'm just gonna sit back and relax for a moment. Okay. Now that's out of the way. Let's charge. And as much damage as possible. Stunned, huh? Alright, that's good. My hero will take minimal damage. That's it. Goblin village has been taken over. Get skill to research. Sorcery +4. You're not gonna do anything, nor will you, by the way. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time upgrading that. Oh, this is Tana's place. She's got a fortress. I could wipe her out, I suppose. I mean, she's just a knight. She's not really all that powerful. I have an offer for you. Declare war on Warlock. Alright. And to sweeten it up, I'm gonna send her 200. No mercy. No mercy. Now I'll be moving forward north over there to deal with the creeps. Get some... Actually, the north can wait a bit. Point of fact, I should rather take the villages south and focus on upgrading them. Range strength. State your business. Now Tana is likely liable to destroy this village, but it's an outpost, not a village, though. Just a measly outpost. Let's be evil. Declared war from neutral. I'm neutral right now, but I will become evil very shortly. Believe me, it's not gonna take a long time. Two turns. Alright. I have enough gold, so why not spend it on that. I'm gonna get the lab, builder's hall, temple, and all these buildings. There's a lot to build. Yeah, those baby krakens. Eh. Oh, she didn't actually attack the village. Odd. Very odd, in fact. Just a bit surprised. Oh, since she won't do it, I will. And I will send that warg rider to... Well, he's gonna grab that mana over there on the ground. Alright. Lab. The lab will increase the amount I am gaining. To combat, 1. Very good. I don't know why she's throwing sunbursts at that. It's like, they're not the threat, you know? Anyway, shrine. And then a wooden wall. He needs an upgrade. Yeah, 20% physical resistance. Fuck yeah. Right. There's an underground entrance over there. Let's get advanced logistics. Come on, give me the power. Those are just a bunch of casting points. Now this village will be mine. These are humans, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So I'll be able to get the human army after all. This is how my kingdom looks like. The enemy is here in this particular area. Anyway, I'm going to pause this video right here. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a donation link in the description below.